This is the another round calling card, and you get it by reaching round 100 on any map inside of Black Ops 6. In this video, I'm going to be telling you how me and my buddy were able to both get it in a game of co-op Liberty Falls. So we started off the game as normal, as any game of Liberty Falls would go. You stay in the spawn room for a little bit, then right around 5 or 6, we decided to press on through the map. Now the strategy that we use in this video takes place inside of the bank vault, as if you did not know, you can actually open up the ice cream shop door from the roof, and you can get to it obviously by the little Bible jump off ledge on top of the Alamo. You can hit the door by right here in this little spot, which is very good because it allows you to leave the two main doors to the vault closed. And for the strat that we use, we were going to need this, as the desk inside of the bank vault is going to be our bread and butter of where we're going to be holding down and going to work at. Now the reason that I think Liberty Falls is the best map to do this on is because the jet gun's the only real wonder weapon in the game at the moment. We're having multiple of is very good for a co-op high round strategy. I have my issues with the swords and kind of made a whole video on that already. And while the beam masher on Terminus is really cool, you're not covering more ground with two of them like you would with two jet guns. So for the earlier rounds, I was the one that had the first one just from building it, and then in the 40s we spent some time and a decent amount of points as well in the box so that my buddy could go ahead and get his jet gun, as having two of them just makes the strategy flow a lot better, as you guys each have an infinite damage, infinite killing wonder weapon with infinite ammo because it's the jet gun and it's awesome inside of Black Ops 6. And standing in this little area on top of the desk inside of the bank with two jet guns allows you guys to just stock up on salvage in the early rounds so that you can go through the later rounds really fast by trading off spamming mutant injections. And then for vermin rounds, at any round what we would do is we would just go right outside by the trash cans, as standing around this spot will allow for the vermin to just spawn in front of you from two windows. PhD, Mustang, and Sally's, you just clear this round in under like 30 seconds. Super glad that they buffed how fast these rounds can go. Very good. And then for something like abomination rounds, especially in the early rounds when you only have one person with the jet gun, since I had the jet gun in the early rounds, I was the only one with it, my buddy would go ahead and put his mutant injection out there first, and most of the time we would be able to just deal with all the abominations for that round with one mutant injection, as there are more than just like one abomination on abomination round in co-op. There's just simply more because you have two people, and the person who does not have the jet gun should go use their mutant injection on them so that they are very safe. The person with the jet gun can chill on the bank desk and they're going to be very safe. And the mutant injection, the guy like them in the Mangler suit, is going to be able to block the A-bomb's blast attack so that the person on the desk is chilling, not having to worry about that. And in the earlier rounds with abominations, if they do outlast a mutant injection, if you don't want to spam yours, I would say just spam them down with your Mustang and Sally's. Make sure they got an 8-bomb burst on them now. But one mutant injection, for the most part, will be able to deal with the abominations in the earlier round. Of course, something that you can do to help yourself with the abomination rounds is in between rounds, hit the gobble gun machine for something like Killjoy, as having an insta-kill up for when the abomination spawns will allow you to get rid of them much quicker than normal, which is obviously going to be very helpful. You can also use this time while an insta-kill is up to just spam with your suppressed Mustang and Sally's, help get you some extra salvage, and use them to take out the manglers as well. See if you can get yourself some free kill streaks, whether it's a free mutant injection, a chopper gunner, or even an RC car can actually do pretty good here. As long as you just put it behind this wall that is close to the actual bank vault itself, the shockwave it sends out will kill zombies that are spawning in the room on the other side of the wall through said wall, which is pretty useful. You can generally use an RC car to get yourself like up between 25 and 30 free kills. Just figured I'd at least mention that, as not too often the RC car can put in some serious work like that, now can it? Also, another thing that can help keep you safe whenever it can get a little hectic with the abominations in there is your field upgrade being Ether Shroud. In the gameplay, I was using Void Sheath and Extension as my 2 modifiers. This is just very useful as whenever you go inside of Ether Shroud, if someone is in a mutant injection, they will all go to them, which will allow you to get, the zombies are going to be dying a lot quicker because they will all be going to the person in the mutant injection on top of them dealing with an abomination if one is there, and you will be chilling. Both of us had Ether Shroud as our field upgrade throughout this entire game, as that is just what we felt comfortable with. Now, something else that you can do to help just knock out a good amount of zombies in one go is with the Picky Eater augment on Vulture. You can use the combination of decoys, and I personally like C4, as you can throw some C4 at the ground where they're going to be a big concentration of zombies, basically right out of the window where they'll spawn, and by the ice cream shop, as the other ones that spawn down the hallway will run to this area anyways. Throw a decoy there, and then wait for them to pile up, and then just skadoosh them in one go with your C4. Can be very useful because you'll be getting so much due to the Picky Eater augment from Vulture. This also works with something like Casimirs, although I wasn't high enough level to craft them in this game, and neither was my buddy. So just a little food for thought there for you. Now, in the later rounds, whenever you guys have successfully stocked up on a good amount of salvage, you can start to just, mutant injection your way through the rounds. Whenever you're doing this, the person in the mutant injection should stand in the hallway, right across the main door in the hallway, close to the decks where the zombies are spawning from. That way, obviously, they are going to be attracted to the person in the mangler suit. Zombies coming out of the ice cream store will run straight to them, and then obviously all the zombies and manglers spawning far in the jug corner area will obviously just run to them as well. This way, the person who is not in mutant injection is standing far back, like as far back on the wall by the bank vault as possible. They will just have 30 free seconds of just chilling out. Not a single zombie is going to run to them. They're all going to filter and run straight to the person in the mangler injection. And then as your mutant injection is running out, call it out, and I'd say around about 10%, tell your teammate like, yo, get ready to come trade out. Say you're going through the animation, and then they'll literally just come and y'all just switch out. Y'all switch spots. They'll pop their mutant injection, you'll run to the wall, you'll have your 30 seconds of chill time, downtime, do whatever you want with it, my boy. Of course, something y'all do want to be wary of is that in the later abomination rounds, you may just want to keep a track on which round was the last A-bomb round, keep a mental note, and then 3 rounds after that, start this round normally, both y'all on the desk, and just wait, make sure that there are no abominations spawning, and if there are none, then y'all can just go ahead and use your mutant injections. But if abominations do start spawning, you guys will already be prepared. Send one of them over. When you guys go over, pop your mutant injection, deal with the abominations. In the later rounds, you will have to use 2 mutant injections just to get rid of all of the abominations, but at no point will you guys need 3 mutant injections to get through the rounds, at least if you're going just to round 100. That is the main gist of this strategy. It's very simple to execute just because the jet gun is so good. I mean, y'all are standing on the desk. The time it takes the zombies to jump on there, your jet gun's going to incinerate them anyways, and if you're just tap firing the jet gun, you're never even going to have to stress it being out. The jet gun will help get your Ether Shroud back very consistently, and when you're hitting manglers with the jet gun, they don't move. They're just stunned, and you're slowly chipping away at their health, which is obviously very good. And since there's 2 of you guys with the jet guns, manglers are so far and away from being a problem with this strategy, which is very, very awesome. This game in total took me and my buddy about 4 hours, and the only down that we had was when my buddy wasn't even really paying attention on round like 11 or so. He was trying to get headshots with the GPR, but when we were actually executing the high round strategy, we didn't have a single down on any parties. Why? Because the jet gun and mutant injections are so powerful. Do not forget to craft your mutant injection in between rounds if you use one during the round, especially in the later rounds. That will come back to cost you, whether it's slowing down your pace or you just have a little mental error and you wind up going down. Oh, and if you have Casimirs, the strategy is even easier. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the another round emblem, and if this video helps you get it, please comment that down below. Have a great day. Consider subscribing. We'll see you later.